Please give Lorenzo an extra hug from me. Use my donation for whatever you like. Until next month, take care, Sue. And Sue is mac and cheese. Somebody's looking at mac and cheese, the four-legged mac and cheese that are here. So maybe J Mudgy. Oh, and actually, Mudgy, hang on, that's not quite right. Do, 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 do. Thank you, mac and cheese. Janessa is Janessa. I guess you did have it. Janessa. Yep. And then I think that catches us up. We can do okay, we can do updates. So as you know, this afternoon was all about Trucker. We knew when Dr. Darcy was here on Saturday that he was a little bit punky. But Trucker has these kind of punky days. I always say, "Are you feeling punky today?" And he always says, "Yeah." And then a little bit later, he feels just fine. Maybe mac and cheese together. Maybe. Won't know till Wednesday. So they're not very often that he has those punky days. And it usually lasts like maybe half a day, and then he's fine. He goes back, he's playing, he's running, he's following me around like this little Velcro boy that I love. And he's eating good, and everything is fine. He's going potty just like always, everything is good. And but this time, Saturday during the day when we were down, we were crazy busy here. And I did keep an eye on him, but I didn't get to see if he was eating or not. I really don't think he was now, looking back. Sunday, which was Saturday night, I know he did not eat. So yesterday I kept track of him all day, and he did not eat all day. And you could tell by looking at him. You know, they get that look of concentration within themselves. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like a withdrawing in of themselves. And so I knew today he was going to have to make a trip to Dr. Pettigrew's office. So this morning early, gosh, I think it was like 5:30 this morning, I texted Dr. Darcy and said, Trucker's not feeling good. He's not eating. He has not pooed or peed now. I know for sure he did not poo or pee Sunday. And it's from just plain not eating or drinking. He really didn't feel good. And I said he's depressed. And God, she was supposed to have the day off, but she didn't get it off. And so she said she was going to be in surgery all morning today, but as soon as she was almost done with the last surgery, she would have one of the techs call and tell me to leave then. And by the time I got there, she'd be done with surgery, and we could go right into Trucker time. So that's what they did. As soon as they called, within 10 minutes, I was out and taking them there. So and I got to help with them. It was so nice to be there with them the whole time. So the first thing we did was anesthetize them. We put the cone on them and gave them ISO, that like what we have here. And they got an IV in them to give them more fluids. I did give them fluids this morning to get them started. And then they topped him off because he was dehydrated. They took a whole bunch of blood from him, and then they did an ultrasound. We were able to get a little bit of stool from him, but it's not enough. So as soon as he does start going potty again, we have to take a stool sample up.
Jackie Harris.
Yes, thank you. Good, she was way up high. Thanks, Angie. So, gosh, I don't have any of his paperwork with me, but in a nutshell, his white blood cell counts are very high. And what's called the bands and the eosinophils were very high. And it does show by the ultrasound that he has irritable bowel syndrome. No big deal, we already knew that. But there's two things involved here. One is that he has the diarrhea, which he's had since the day he came in. The only time I think we only ever got maybe 3 different partially formed stools that we have paper rate about. Other than that, it's always been pretty much liquid. Um, so that is the irritable bowel, but it's so many different reasons. So we're still going to work on that. Why? Maybe not so much why, but how can we make it stop? But this caused this. And so what happened, all that, I don't know how else to say it, but sloshy stool that's in his bowel. And this does involve his small intestine and his upper uh, intestine. It's not just one or the other, it's both. Have like infected or bacterial stool in it. And because of that, he's had this for so long that it's finally expanded beyond his intestinal tract. So what that means is that it's like sepsis, you've all heard of that, or septicemia. And it's where his whole body then is now infected because of the bacteria that's in his bowel. He's sick. He's a sick boy. She also gave him 2 kinds of IV antibiotics, went straight into the IV. And so that will help. And she also gave a pretty hefty dose of anti-inflammatories to settle the bowel down. So what we're fighting against is his major bacterial infection. So we've got a course of action, and it involves antibiotics, more anti-inflammatories, and and then metronidazole, which is also actually like another antibiotic. Yeah, and this is not just mild IBS. We're talking, he's probably got the severe of the severes. Yeah, remember, think about this whole past year that he's been here with us. We have not done minor work on him. We have done tons of work on him. It's just, we've done the probiotics, we've done many antibiotics, we've done many anti-inflammatories, we've put them together, we've tried the fecal transplant, which we had high hopes for. We've tried grain-free foods. We've tried, what are they? Oh shoot, there's a certain name on the foods. I can't think of that name. But it's not a normal type of food. We've gone off the chart of trying different foods that is not your normal ones. That's in the other things that may cause. Yeah, we have done a lot. We have done the food allergies. What they've had us do is to do these trial foods, and none of them have kicked it. But but we have not given up, and you guys know we don't give up easy here. And Dr. Darcy, bless her heart, she has continued to try to work on this diarrhea with truckers. She's even bought yet another book, and one whole chapter is on diarrhea. We went over it today, went down the whole darn thing of, you do this and we get this, we do this and we do this and we do this. And we've done probably 95% of what they've said, and we're getting down to the end of, there's one more drug combination of all this. Yeah, back to, and antibiotics, remember, that's right, what Violet says, doesn't discriminate between good and bad, and that's why you have to be careful with the combinations that you give and what you give with them. It's very complicated. I don't think in his case this is stress related. I don't think that's in him. I really don't. But that can cause stress. That can cause IBS in some cats. So he's a sick boy. I'm not going to lie about it. We did leave his port in. They were going to take it out, and I said, just in case he has to have more IVs, if you guys don't mind, let's leave the port in so that I can do he's got really tough veins. so I can get into his vein easier. So tonight before, yeah, antibiotics can cause diarrhea. That's right. You have to look at the whole picture. You have to do the whole thing on this. So I'm hoping tomorrow we've got some special foods for him right now, and we're going to use that. We are going to use a little chicken to entice his appetite. So we'll go from there. But we're on it. We're on it. And he was so loving. He was so sweet today. He stayed in my arms. I got to hold him through quite a bit of it and be there with him. I want to give you a real quick update. Thank you, Pablo. Well, Lost Girl, I appreciate you asking. Ooh, yeah, he can't have the Bondi licks. There's stuff in there that I know for sure he can't have. Lost Girl, we're gonna try a couple things, and I know Earth Eyes is sending us something too that's grain free that we're gonna try also. So I want to tell you one thing though that she said that I thought was really interesting. I've done that, Violet. I have. You know, when you're under anesthetic, you're kind of, well, you're supposed to be, you better be limp as a wet noodle. I picked up that extra long tail of this and I said, this tail I wash a lot. And I said it because it drags in the poo. And I said, you know how you did the short tail on Coralie, but that's because of her frostbite. I said, it would almost be easier if his tail was shorter. And she looked at me and she said, you know, a lot of cats and dogs who are missing their back legs, they do shorten up the tail because of that same problem that we're dealing with him and Magic. And Magic goes in the litter box and he uses the box perfect 100%, but still it's a dragger because they can't lift themselves up. So I thought that was interesting, something to think about. His tail sometimes becomes encrusted with that. So that's no fun for him or us. And I know he doesn't like to have it be dirty. I know he doesn't. So let me give you a quick update on our kitties back there. Well, hey, we need to find Merritt up here. Yeah, we need to find Merritt. Merritt is up here. We got to find her to make sure she is okay.
Merritt.
She's at Torty.
Yeah,
She's
I know. I wanted to see her before with the button.
With the button, yeah, she has a button here. So we have the three kitties that came in Saturday and the 3 kitties that came in Sunday. The one with the lice, 2 with the lice are doing good. The one with the fleas is doing great.
You want me to put her in the bag?
Yeah, let's put her back here for the night so she's not overwhelmed. Will you make sure she eats, Shannon?
Okay.
Thank you. And then we've got the 2 especially that were very, yes, Sav. Yep. No, Dutchie. He doesn't know. We have 2 that we're working on the legs. The little golden white boy is at his front left leg. She's got the 2 bite. He has the 2 bite wounds just like this. This one, unfortunately, has penetrated the knuckle, the actual joint, and is extremely infected. And Dr. Darcy had to start on medicine, but we're going to switch it to 2 different antibiotics that is very, very good. It covers the gram positives and gram negatives, and we got to get that under control more because this is how he walks. It's damaged the nerve in there, and if we can get the inflammation down, it may help. I've got a splint on it right now, and he does walk on it naturally then, but when we take it off, it goes back down. It's a real button. The other one is a she, and it's a beautiful brown tiger and white. She's just gorgeous, her spots on her. She has her back leg, and that when she came in, it stunk. It smelled really, really bad. Her whole toe to the ankle, which you know is like this long, is infected badly, and but it looks much better than when it came in when she came in. But where the toes are, this toe here is black, and it comes up here, and it has a severe pus pocket in there that we're working on. So her antibiotics have also been changed to do the gram-positive and negatives. So, but think about this: if we just end up losing a toe, it's better than losing the whole leg, or even 2 toes. It's better than losing the whole leg, which is what Darcy thought when she first came in. So time helps a little bit. They really hurt, yeah, in those knuckles, and any joints they hurt. Oh, I have heard of that wolf patch. Yeah, to keep it together, because I think they do that because the skin is so thin. Yeah. Many of you have asked about Connie. Connie is fine. She's okay. She's just tending to some family things, and I think she might be here Friday. I'm not sure, but she's okay, and she will be back. Yeah, Coralie can tell us that. That's right. Which cats are on hold? Well, I don't know for sure. The ones I knew for sure are gone, but I have one family, or I have 2 families looking at Rochester, and then we have another family that wants 2 kitties looking. They have it narrowed down to 4, and they're the ones that will be here Wednesday. You know, I think I do have another couple on hold. My mind is tired. Oops, I don't even have my book out here. But yeah, oh, Billy Pogo, I can't tell you all for sure. LJ, to me, they look like cat bite wounds. I would say they're probably cat bite. Yeah, like if the lip is down here, it holds it up to here. Oh, yeah. Scott, you know, he just glistens. He is so shiny, isn't he, Billy? I like that, Mimi. So you guys know that we've been having a little battle in here tonight. Today. Some of these kitties have really been ornery today, but they'll be all right. That's all right. Hensley's been a part of it. You know what, Pilby, I can do that. Yeah, because I'll be taking the sutures off, so I'll save the button. Good, I didn't even think about that. I'll sew that button on and he won't even know it. It'll be clean. All right, folks, I'm gonna go in because we've got great help and things are great. I'm gonna go back. Oh, Pasha's mama. I will. I actually thought of you quite a bit today. Yeah. Okay, I'll carry this back. Oh, oops. And I do believe Pat and Shin are going to show you all the,
Pat's gonna do the talking this time.
The-
I did it at first.
Well, Pat will start if you go get the laundry.
the
basket.
raffle
three
things.
items here.
Oh, give those 2 kitties Mary Mort a big hug from me, please. Yeah. Night, everybody. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all.